what are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed. But that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Thank you for joining me this Monday, January 12th, 2026. Who we got in the chat? Let me see what we got in the chat. We got SC Kawanda in the chat, Jeff, Cyber King Mike in the chat, Minister Kevin in the chat and on the lines because we got the Monday prayer, Sincere Ronnie Ray Real in the chat, Markina Brown in the chat. How you doing, Markina? Sir Chance in the chat. Look, we got another great conversation for you today, so I'm going to need y'all to get ready because we got a lot to cover. But before we get into the show, Let's get the Miracle Minister Kevin on the lines for the Monday prayer. How you doing?
Hey,
How you doing,
brother,
Minister
how you
Kevin?
doing? I am great. It's great.
How, the Packers took one under the chin.
That day. Man, I was so disappointed. It took me a minute to be able to get the game because I was up in the Dale celebrating my birthday.
Okay, happy birthday.
The wife took me up there. Thank you. The wife took me up there to the Dale to get away for a little while. All right. So we tried to watch the game up there, and the TV the reception was good, but trying to find the channel was so hard. But I was managed to get it and watch the game. It was good for a while, but oh well.
Man, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. Hey, I had 3 teams in the playoffs: the Rams, the Packers, and the Chargers, and I'm down to 1. Just the Rams.
Well,
but it's all good. Like I say, got to enjoy my time.
I only got one team in the playoffs, and that's Green Bay. And now they done went down the toilet.
Oh. It's okay. Like I say, it's always next year.
Yeah, look, black conscious don't never be in the chat. He in the chat talk about let's go Bears. Go Bears.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you know, but I'm gonna let him get his say. I'm gonna let Black Conscious do his gloating if he call in today. He can do his gloating today.
You know, they always come out when it's convenient. That's it, just when it's convenient.
Look at somebody said, I hope the Packer fans is okay this week. No, we not okay.
Oh, we okay. We gonna be okay. We gonna be okay.
That's why we need the Monday prayer, because we ain't okay. We got to heal this week. I need this week to heal.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what though, Tory. One thing I seen over the weekend, I ain't heard about it. I guess it's gonna be happening for a while. But I don't know if you're going to talk about it, if you seen it. But that guy here in Milwaukee, Ben Adu Yaya, something, I forget his last name. He's from Nigeria. They handed out money in different places. He'll send a video, you got to go find the money. And, you know, that's awesome. You know, if that's his calling, like you got your calling to do what you do. And I see his call, he blesses people. It ain't much. It might be $25 or $50. That might just be what somebody needs. And I'm like, you know, it ain't for everybody to mimic.
Are you talking about the guy that's leaving money around the city?
Yes.
I got that on the docket.
Yes.
I got that on the docket today. But what I'm saying is, at first when they brought it up, when they told me about it, it was another guy, you know, on the internet that was doing it first, and I think he kind of brought that to Milwaukee because. When they first told me, I said, I've been watching a guy do it for a long time, but he don't live here. Well, he kind of live here, and he's kind of copying the same formula.
I think that first guy was maybe in Arizona.
Yeah.
Wherever you at. But if you bless the people in your own community, like you say, either you started off helping your community by picking up trash.
Right.
If he started, this is his start right here. This is his start right here, handing out little small tokens of love. That's great. Now, everybody, like I said for the prayer last week, if this year everybody can get aboard and do something, help the community, it'll be a better year. We ain't got to worry about what's going on in the White House. We ain't got to worry about what's going on in your house. Worry about what's going on in our own houses. I got to worry about what you do in your house. I got to worry about somebody doing it in the White House. I got to worry about somebody doing it in the big house. I don't worry about what's going on in my house. I take care of my house and get out and share the love that I have in my house. Don't just use the love in my house and take it out and share it with everybody else. Whether it's raking their leaves, shoveling their snow, handing them some groceries, giving them money, picking up their trash, helping them with their issues like you doing, whatever. That's what we need to do, Truth Station, just help each other out. And that's, don't steal somebody else's calling. Just find yours and find where you can be helpful. And the idea just came to me yesterday to get back doing something I was doing before. And if it works out, I'm going to get a hold of you, and so we can be a blessing to other people. You know, I was passing out groceries, like I'll call you, Tory. Who needs some groceries?
Yep.
I'm going to find a way that I can get some groceries from somewhere and get out and deliver groceries to whoever need them.
And that'll be a big help.
That's what I want to do.
That'll definitely be a big help because so many families are suffering right now, and they're in need of groceries due to inflation. The cost of rent then went up, taxes then went up. So that is a true blessing. And I remember when you first started doing that, and you were definitely a blessing to so many people. This was right before you had that incident. You were out there doing that. So I remember that. And I remember standing outside a family where they lost their mother and you brought them groceries. So you've always been in that space of dealing with the community, like in a way where you can actually see the work being done. So that's why I love when you come on and do the Monday prayer, because I know you're willing to stand out on the front lines and not just be praying, but you actually doing the work.
Yes, and I'm going to find a way, get them groceries back going. I know a lot of things happen that kind of put an end to it, but I'm trying to find a way where I can get back out there, get some groceries boxed up, and get out there and help these families because that dried up. The need is still there. So we're going to find a way to get it done. So that's what God led me to do last night. I'm going to make some calls, see what I can do to get that done.
Well, look, if you out there in radio land, I'm going to need y'all to get on one accord. I'm going to need everybody under the sound of my voice to tap in however you're listening to the show for the Monday prayer. And we appreciate you, Miracle Minister Kevin, for being faithful in your prayers for our community for change. And we thank you.
Yes. Here on my birthday, yes, thank you, Lord. First and foremost, I thank God for making it possible for me and everyone under the sound of my voice to be here yet one more time. You bless us all with another day and another chance to get it right. So with that, we are wanted to say thank you. Now, God, we look to you to bless our brother Tory as he goes out to minister to your people. Touch his hands so that everyone that he comes in contact will feel the power of your might, lifting them up to higher heights and greater pastures. Anoint his feet that where he may go to the mountaintops, he may go to the valleys below to build a foundation of stability for our community and reward his eyes so that he may see the goodness that is yet to come. I speak life and life more abundantly in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Happy birthday. Anything else you want to say, Miracle Minister Kevin?
As always, my brothers, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
All right, Truth Nation, when we come back, we're going to get into the show. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Honest, direct, and always thought-provoking.
Nice people get applause. Oh, that was a thoughtful thing to say. It's like when you ask somebody a question and the person repeats back to you, good question. They're being nice, but kindness earns respect. Being nice pleases people. Being kind improves them, and that difference, the one personal strength you should always have, character.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 to 6, live on YouTube and broadcasting on 1017 The Truth.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The MPS City Conference basketball season is starting to heat up, and
and we are bringing you all the live hoops action right here on 101.7 The Truth. This Friday night, we have a city conference matchup as the Milwaukee School of Languages Hawks travel to take on the Audubon Tech Cardinals. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. City Conference basketball is sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, MPS Proud, and presented by Gruber Law Offices.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I think I better let him introduce himself. Yeah, Tory Lowe about that action. Tory Lowe about that action. Tory Lowe about that action. Tory Lowe about that action, man said. Tory Lowe about that action. 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 If you in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, just turn on the radio. You'll hear him shouting, Tory Lowe, like they never did before. If you don't know him by now, you might never know him. So
101.
tell you that he's all about the action.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Despite the Packers losing, and we're going to talk about that during the Pop Culture Report, but despite the Packers losing this weekend, I got an interesting situation that I wanted to talk about that took place, and it has something to do with Jamaica. There was a family out of Racine, Wisconsin, that contacted me about a loved one that moved to Jamaica, and there was a situation that took place that involved the police and the hospital in Jamaica, and the loved one died. Now, we've been trying to get information. They called me 2 days ago to tell me what happened, and I've been trying to get a little bit more information. The dad, I talked to her father, Divinity. Her name is Divinity, and she moved to Jamaica from Wisconsin. And so today I was talking with the dad, and so we were on the phone with the Jamaican embassy, talking to the Jamaican embassy and trying to see what information could they find out for the family. Now, this had been going on almost 2 weeks before I got involved. So they were kind of giving the family the runaround, because they had to call, try to get information, and sometimes families are more personally attached to the situation. So I don't know, why they weren't trying to communicate well with the family. And so today I was on the phone, me and the dad. I talked to the Jamaican embassy, and I talked to the funeral home, and I talked to the Jamaican police department today. So I'm trying to work to see if they could get a little bit more information on what happened. But and the daughter is going to be on the show, so I'm hoping that tomorrow we can get their daughter on the show. I don't want to go into great detail. I want the family to come on and talk about it. It's their experience. I'm just talking about today where I had to talk to the Jamaican embassy, the person from the embassy, and I talked to the funeral home where they have the body, and I talked to the police department, assisting the family and getting a little bit more information. So today, when I was doing that, we ended up receiving a copy of the police report, got emailed to the dad, and we also got some more things done over the phone today. And the father, was appreciative of us working together to get more information on what happened to Divinity. But I will be making a post on Facebook, on Tory Lowe KING this evening with a little bit more details and instructing the community on how we can come together to try to help do a little bit more to assist this family on making sure that they can get their loved one back to Racine, Wisconsin. But it was a learning experience because I had never talked to the Jamaican embassy. I didn't think I was going, 2 days ago, I would have never thought that I was going to have to deal with a situation out of Jamaica. And I know a lot of y'all go on trips to Jamaica. A lot of y'all want to go out there and a lot of these women, they get out there and they go to Jamaica, and a lot of men go to Jamaica. But, many times I say this, the rules out, once you get outside the United States into these different countries, if something happened to you, it's a whole different ball game. I don't think we may not fully like the structure of what we have as a police department, but I'm sure that it's a better structure than what's going on in Jamaica. That's all I'm going to say. I've heard stories. I've heard stories about once you leave the United States, and we kind of, even though we have issues, we don't have those issues. Okay? So I'm starting to see, when I was talking to the police department, the Jamaica Police Department, the person that I was talking to had no clue, or she was covering it up. Two things. Either she was covering up what happened, or she had no clue. Because when I was asking her for just basic information, a police report, incident report, any notes on what took place with Divinity, she was almost clueless of what was going on. Like, I was like, well, if the police was involved, did they take notes? Do we have a report? And I'm telling you, it was like, she kept saying that the police has no interest in the situation. Like, the police have no more interest in the situation, and talk to the hospital. I ain't gonna tell you exactly what I said because I don't want y'all stealing my sauce. But then all of a sudden we get an email. I want y'all stealing my sauce. But then all of a sudden the daddy was told that he was gonna receive an email of the police report. And I guess when I get off the air, I guess I'll see what that says. But like I said, as an advocate, there's so many situations that advocates have to go through. And it's not just here in the city of Milwaukee. People in the city of Milwaukee travel. So I get to deal with situations across the country and outside of the United States because the people in my area in Wisconsin, when they leave Wisconsin to go travel or they go live in different areas, when they get into it, they call me. And I don't even know them. I have no clue on who they are until they call me or seek my assistance. So I'm going to keep y'all in the loop about what took place with Divinity. She moved to Jamaica. And I guess she had a boyfriend, but for the past 2 months, they had been broke up. So the boyfriend was not involved in anything. I know y'all thinking, okay, the boyfriend is always the first suspect. But in this case, the boyfriend was not around. And something happened with her in the apartment. And I guess the police was engaged, allegedly, to come get her. And they took her to the hospital. So between the engagement with the police and the hospital, she ended up dead. in Jamaica from what I'm putting together. But once again, I still got a little bit more digging to do, but I'll keep y'all up to date, and I'll be making a post this evening. If y'all follow me on social media, please share it, because I'll have instructions on how we as a people right here in the city of Milwaukee and the state of Wisconsin can help. Also, I'll be making a few calls to maybe some senators that I talked to and making sure that they can double check and double down on getting her back here in the United States. I don't want to ever be out of the United States and something bad happen to me where my family would have to try to transport my body back to the United States. That's why I say, after this situation, I said I would never, I don't even look at going to Jamaica the same. Like, if I'm not in good health, if you got high blood pressure, if you got something wrong with you, maybe you may want to stay inside the United States, you know what I mean, and try to travel around, maybe go somewhere nice and hot in the United States, because if you get outside the United States and something bad happens, you're going to have to go through a whole lot, or your family going to have to go through a whole lot to get you back. And I'm finding that out firsthand. Well, look, when we come back, we'll have a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Day one, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day one is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day one.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
Regroup, rethink, and reshape, and get on the front lines. It's only to your benefit. I always tell people, you helping the overall ideal of a better community, it actually helps you out. It helps you out. It helps your family out. It's time. Do not bring that reactionary attitude into the new year. This is the best time to start fresh. This is the plot. They plot this out, and it's been going on for years. This is normal. This is the way it is. This is where we are right now. It's all buddy-buddy. And if you're not a part of the friend situation, you're not getting in. They don't want nobody getting in and seeing where the messy. That's why I'll never get in. Because they know I'm not going to play around about my community. They know I'm not going to sit in no meetings and see y'all shucking and jiving and sniggling and giggling and not say nothing about it. I'm going to tell you to shut up.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 1017 The Truth.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The 16-21 Milwaukee Bucks are back in action tonight, taking on the Los Angeles Lakers on the road. The Bucks are looking to bounce back after a tough loss to Golden State on Wednesday night. The Milwaukee Panthers play host to Northern Kentucky Norse tonight. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth. In a Big East matchup, the Marquette Golden Eagles take on Villanova at the Pfizer Forum at 1:30 p.m. on Saturday. And the Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears square off Saturday at Soldier Field. 7 p.m. kickoff in the wild card round. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur on what the difference maker will be for the Packers.
Every play is so valuable, so critical. There's no wasted plays. And then I think ultimately what it comes down to is your ability to execute.
This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It was the weekend in the city, the day of the dragon, the last of the garden parties, and the last of the summer clubs. The planet got hotter, the fire got harder, and the cities kept on going and puddle of the house got smaller.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report with Nazir Spencer in studio. Hey, Nazir, let me tell you something. The Packers took it under the chin.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
And I think a lot of Packer fans are stunned, still in disbelief, after the 21-3 lead, and then actually scoring, 27-16.
How you blow that?
I mean, it's like, what was the collapse? I think that the kicking and the second half play calling played a factor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody calling for Matt LaFleur's head, man. They trying to get him out of there.
Well, I think that who was the coach before Mike Holmgren came in?
For Green Bay?
Yeah, was it Lindy Infante? Who was the coach before Mike Holmgren?
That was a minute ago. Wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm talking about before they brought in Mike Holmgren. Mike Holmgren went and took the Packers into the Super Bowl.
Mike McCarthy?
No, this was years ago. This was Lindy Infante. That's what I said. It was Lindy Infante.
Okay, yeah.
He was okay. Lindy Infante was a nice guy.
Okay, yeah.
But he couldn't get the Packers over the hump.
Right.
Then we got Mike Holmgren coming in on a motorcycle, came in with a different attitude,
I know him, yeah.
and took us over the top.
Right.
So what I'm saying is this kind of reminds me of what happened to Coach Lindy Infante.
Okay.
He was a good coach. He was trying to do,
yeah,
the right thing,
Right,
but
right.
it was like he was too nice and he couldn't get the Packers into a space to win the championship. So then we had to get Mike Holmgren. And I think this is what's happening to LaFleur. Matter of fact, when the Packers lose, they don't cry or nothing. You don't see nobody like mad because they lost. I don't see that from Jordan Love or Matt LaFleur. Like when they lose big games, it's like, okay, well,
they've been injured all
we'll
year,
come
though.
back. No, I'm talking about the emotion though.
No, I know. I'm saying that's probably why.
These are both of them quiet, both of them low key. Like, all right, we lost. We'll come back next week. It's like you don't see like back in the day when you lost a big game, it hurt. Like, man, next time I come back, this ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I think that they probably.
You don't see that with the Packers. You don't see that with Jordan Love. You don't see that with LaFleur. You don't see the emotional attachment to losing or winning. They just up next week or next year.
Mm-hmm.
They nice guys, but when you look at the Chicago Bears coach, he taking off his shirt. He flipping on the ground.
Man.
He's showing a lot of passion for the game, and I think that mental edge plays a factor in football.
And that rivalry, I think that's what it is. It hasn't been a rivalry for a few years now because the Packers been owning them. Caleb Williams get drafted. Ben Johnson come into town and change the whole culture around with Caleb Williams. Now them boys are fired up. They want bad blood. Ben Johnson just went on record talking about he don't like this team. He don't like the Packers.
He don't. He was playing for Detroit.
Yeah, he won a rivalry.
He was playing for the Chicago Bears.
Right
He was the coach. Yeah, came right in, made the adjustment.
Made comments about Matt LaFleur, talking about I love beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is this is what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the Packers, they played well enough to win the game.
Right.
You know, you make those field goals, you make those field goals, we win the game.
Yeah.
It's a different dynamic. But the Cardiac Bears, all year, there's not been a game that they have played that they have been completely out of.
Right.
So even if they can hang around, they'll find a way to win. So Caleb surprised me with his resilience. And when he's on the sideline, you can see the passion. He's talking to his players like, hey, like, we got to, when I look at Jordan Love, he's sitting on the sideline, he's just looking, he's reading his plays. Mm-hmm. He's calm. He's a great quarterback. I am a huge Jordan Love fan, but I've always said that I didn't see the passion or the leadership passion that you would see from an Elway.
Right.
Or like even Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers would get a little vocal and spicy sometimes.
Right.
And I think that many times when the game is close, or many times when you're coming down the stretch, you need that, that mental edge. And the Packers seem to just let the game fall into the wrong hands where the Bears was able to come back and take this victory. And hats off to the Bears. They battled for that win. They really battled for that win. But I still think the Bears suck. But on the other side of the flip of the coin, when you're looking at a football team that's never out of the game, that's willing to battle every second, every minute, I got to tip my hat to at least that effort.
Right. Now, Ben Johnson, I like Ben Johnson. You know, he was a great offensive coordinator, came in this year, started off a little rough, and then, started getting going towards the middle of the year into the end of the year with Caleb Williams. It was a little shaky to start off, but, I mean, like you said, the passion just it moves teams, man. The coaches, the players especially. If you got a quarterback that's vocal, like Aaron Rodgers, a lot of people didn't like Aaron Rodgers here because he was too vocal. He talked too much. He blamed everybody else but himself. But, I mean, it worked. It did the job. And he won 2 MVP, back-to-back MVPs, 4 MVPs in total.
Right.
And, that was one of the reasons. He was so vocal. He proved. He backed it up. It was all that. But, one thing about Ben Johnson that I kind of like is his want for a rivalry. He wants to hate the Packers. He wants the Packers to hate them. He wants this.
I knew he was gonna be a hard coach to beat when he took his shirt off in his victory speech. When he was going crazy in the locker room, and the players like that. The players, even people, they like things that they can kind of be familiar with or they can relate to.
Yeah.
And when I see Matt LaFleur and when I see the Packers, they know they got talent, and it's like, okay.
You think the locker room lost him? You think he lost the locker room?
I don't know if he lost the locker room. I just think that the emotional attachment to take it to that next level, like, I need y'all to play right now. I need y'all to play to y'all best ability. I don't see that from Matt LaFleur. I see just basic coaching, like, and I like Matt LaFleur, and I like Jordan Love. It's just that I don't see the spirit in them. That spirit energy to say, let's go out. We about to go to battle. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. We got a Chicago Bears fan. Somebody bring them in. Somebody bring. Is that Black Conscious?
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Here we go. These
Here we
Bears
go.
fans.
We got Bears fans outside the window waving a Bears flag, going crazy
dancing
right now, dancing outside.
Somebody recording in the
Here we
back,
go.
too.
So they recording it. This is crazy. This is crazy. Look, okay, I deserve this.
Oh, yeah.
I deserve this.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
is this
so
Black Conscious?
Look. Tory, I was in Chicago all weekend. This is all you would see.
This is crazy. I think Andrew went out there to get him, I guess. You come around. Come in here. We're going to bring you in. I don't know what's going on outside the window. We're going to bring him in. It's bear season. He going to the door, Andrew. Go let him in. But like, this is crazy. This is crazy. He out there in the 3rd Street Market Hall causing a ruckus today.
Knocking on the window.
Banging on the window while we live on the air. Get him in here.
Yeah, might as well come here and say what you got to say, man. Got to rub it in a little bit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he'll be in here in a second.
No, that's crazy, though. I was in Chicago all weekend, and it's weird being on, enemy lines, just walking around the city, bunch of Bears fans talking crap. It's just like, what you supposed to do? Like, I'm just sitting there in my hotel, everybody like, bear down. They getting beat up in the first half, everybody mad.
That was quiet.
They was quiet. And, I go upstairs to my room, come back down, it's talking crazy. Like,
here we go.
Man.
Here we go.
Here we go. This man.
Hey,
right
look,
here.
when we come back, we got a crazy Bears fan in the studio. We gonna talk to him when we get back. When we come back, Truth Nation. I think Black Conscious up here.
Am I all
Here we go. Black Conscious that made it into the studio. Look.
Oh, man.
Wow. Truth Nation stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You don't want to be there. You don't like the work. You don't like the people. Now, there are some differences. The only difference is modern American slavery and capitalism versus 19th century. We were dramatically more primitive back then. And a slave that is able to buy their freedom is the same as the disaffected, disgruntled worker that is able to buy their way into entrepreneurship because that for them is freedom.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered. With fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel, Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
I'm Angela Bassett. As a first responder on screen, I know what it means to act fast in an emergency. In real life, the same urgency can save lives, especially when it comes to a food allergy. For 33 million Americans, one bite can turn an ordinary meal into a life-threatening reaction. And too often, they don't have the one thing that could save them: epinephrine. But emergencies don't wait. And when a severe reaction happens, being prepared makes all the difference. Now, there's a needle-free option, a new way to carry epinephrine that makes it easier than ever to be ready. No needles, no hesitation. Because when the unexpected happens, the best thing you can do is be ready. Know the risk, know the options. Be ready to act. Learn more at foodallergy.org/ready to act.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
If you ain't know, I get the pesos. Got a lot of brothers, some of them play bros. They don't wanna say it, but they hate Lowe. They all mad 'cause I got the Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got Nazir Spencer in the studio for the Pop Culture Report. And we got ambushed. The radio show that got taken over. Black Conscious that came in, waving the Chicago Bears flag.
Unbelievable.
In the studio, disrespecting the studio.
Knocking on windows.
Knocking on the window. Stirring up everybody in the 3rd Street Market Hall.
With my Chicago Bear.
If y'all watching this, we broadcast live. We got Black Conscious in the studio. Chicago Bears fan.
Bear down. Y'all don't hear from me, but thank you, Father, the way it goes.
Before we get started, I want to send up the prayers for your wife going through some difficult times right now. You and your family, I want to send my prayers up to your family and for a speedy recovery.
Love, Tory.
Blessings. Now,
I'm not here to get emotional.
Now, look, let me tell you something.
But thank you.
What you got to say? Because you know what? You got every right to say.
I was done at halftime.
What you going to say?
Oh, man.
I was done at halftime.
See, I told you they was all done at halftime.
I said that was just halftime, though.
Yeah, you're right.
But
you're right.
as true Bear fan, and in the last 5 games, we see what happened. You just peek. Peek. And then when they made that other touchdown, yeah, I kind of cursed a little bit. But here we are. We ain't got that to worry about because we have victory.
Oh, wow. I made a video from AI about,
you
did. Expressing how I felt about it. If Andrew, you can get that up. Black Country, so when you watched the game, when did you know that the Bears had a shot after halftime?
When y'all went 3 and out and y'all couldn't move the ball.
That's exactly what everybody's saying.
They produced. Unfortunately, like last year, they wouldn't produce on those situations. They would be doing 3 and out. But Caleb, I'm going to get a Caleb jersey. I'm sold now. I ain't painted my fingernails.
No, well, we had to bet that if, the Packers won twice in the regular season.
This is my way of rubbing it to you because technically this is 2.
Well, we talked about it. I gave you a shot at it that last phone call.
Yeah,
you said you was a little hesitant.
Yeah,
Hey. But it's okay. I don't blame you.
I got a question.
This is new territory,
Go ahead, brother.
Now, you sold on Caleb Williams, right? Are you? Like, be completely honest with me right now.
Yes.
Completely sold on him.
I ain't completely sold on nothing, but yes.
What's making you hesitant about him? I'm still not.
No. I have a reason for that.
Go ahead.
Him overlooking DJ Moore at times. And then when you finally get it to him, DJ Moore, but then, everything works out. But there was a couple of San Francisco game, that Packer Bears game, he was wide open. Caleb tried to make something happen. In the Packers game, there was an interception. DJ Moore was wide open. But they made up for that. And here we are now.
Oh, wow.
Man. It feels good to be in the seat because for years I had to walk into work holding my head down. What happened to y'all Bears?
I'm going to have to spray some Lysol
if
after you
Parson was here. Let me have my moment. It wouldn't be that way if Parson was here. Now y'all y'all talking like Bears fan. Fire the coach because of a kicker.
Here we go.
You got a point there.
Here we go.
Because of a kicker.
You got a point.
Hey, that's 7 points.
Of a kicker.
The kicker, 7 points. That's 7 points.
Talking about double doinks, doink in the game.
Here we go.
Oh man, he didn't even doink it. It was all the way to the right.
That's all right though. It's just as worse as a double doink.
That's true.
Well, I'll say this: the Bears are exciting this year.
Say that again.
They are exciting to watch. The thing is, where the Bears make their comeback. They make the comeback in spaces where people think that, this game is over. But it's never really over with the Bears.
It's never really open.
It's never really over.
No, the game, period.
Right.
It's never
They play the whole game.
There's goose eggs on the clock.
Now, I got a problem with the Packers because the coaching, they were trying to...
Man, I'm not trying to hear about your problem.
Hold on, no. Oh, here we go.
I'm not trying to hear about your problem.
He happy.
It seems like they were just trying to hold on to the lead.
He happy with the problem.
Here we go.
You got to deal with your problems. But hey,
man.
I love you, Tory. Brother.
Yeah.
Power and peace to you.
Power to you, man.
I'm going to get out of here. Family.
Here we go.
Truth family, thank you for having me.
He just wanted to come in here.
He just wanted to come in here and disrupt the frequency.
What you think about this weekend? You got the Rams. Matt Stafford coming back to Chicago.
We'll deal with that when we deal with it.
Oh, yeah.
He trying to gloat.
This is my Super Bowl. Are you kidding me?
Okay, all right. Hey, you heard it here first.
Let him gloat. They deserve it. It's been a long time before the Bears felt they had to let all of this out.
Right. Let that day come.
We've been living as Packer fans.
Take off my shirt up in here.
We've been as Packer fans. We've been blessed to have great teams for a long time.
So have we.
And here come the Bears.
Yeah, that's coming.
Let the Bears have their moment.
Every once in a blue moon, the bottom shall be first, and the first falls to the bottom. Know that. every dog has his days. And if you look across the league, it's all fresh faces. And that's good for the league.
Very good. Healthy for the league.
It's somebody that hasn't been there in a while, familiar foes. It is what it is. That's the ball. That's football. That's the game. But it is more exciting to see fresh blood in there, new faces in there.
I agree.
Trying to climb their way to that number one dance.
Well, I'll tell you this. For all the Bears fans that's listening, what you got to say to them Bear fans?
I'm trying to play my song, but it won't work. I guess it's something about the studio. But, hey, have faith. We are the Cardiac Bears. Fourth quarter is our quarter. Ain't no stopping us now. Go Tory Lowe.
Oh, wow.
Matt Stafford coming into town.
Here we go.
Come. He ain't came in this cold weather either.
He been there before.
Yeah, but he ain't been there like this. I'm going to leave y'all with that.
All right, Black Conscious. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming through. You had all them people out there in the 3rd Street Market Hall coming to the window.
I'm going to run through all to the Market Hall until the police come and put me out.
Oh, wow.
I don't want that to happen. They might do something else.
All right, Black Conscious. You know what? I appreciate you for stopping through. Always love. Always love. Hey, always Jordan love.
I'm on the next one with you. Your next outing.
Okay.
The next cleanup, I'm here.
Okay. I think we putting together the date now.
Yeah, do that, brother.
All right.
All right, family.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
The energy. Somebody said, Sir Chun said, great energy, Black Conscious. Ride with your homies till the end, whatever end. Here we go.
I need to see Black Conscious at a game.
He all bared up.
Y'all won't see me at no game.
He said, bears down.
I enjoy it from
the top. Man.
When we lose, y'all don't want to be around me.
Yeah, that's true.
Who is somebody in the chat says, Brett Favre stealing food stamps and Aaron Rodgers playing in Pittsburgh. I guess they both Steelers. Oh, wow.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I like
this is what we get. You know, when the Bears finally
grandfather time gonna play tonight.
Finally,
my gloves. I gotta walk out of here with great.
Finally, the Bears is
and Shannon Sharp.
Here we go.
Go A-Rod tonight, man.
All right.
Shout out A-Rod.
Hey, look, he done messed my whole frequency up on the end of the day. Coming in with that bear talk.
Bears in your head now, Tory Lowe.
That's why
Andrew, play the AI video that you have of the Packers Bears that I got online right now.
Man, it's rough out here.
It is rough out here.
It's super rough.
I got to deal with this all week.
I told you I was on enemy. It might go until next playoff.
I can't believe it.
Man,
Still standing.
That's rough. 22.
Oh, wow. You know, and the bad part about it is, usually when they beat the Packers, that's their Super Bowl.
Oh, he just admitted it.
But now,
oh, it's Super Bowl.
They might try to
Oh, man. He
I can't believe it.
About Matt Stafford, though. The Rams coming in.
Still standing. Oh, no. Forget it. Gotta go. Oh, man. I can't believe it. Anything else going on in these still standing screens? Oh, no. Forget it. Gotta go.
Oh, man.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. I can't believe it.
Best motion picture or something like that. It was
Michael
cool.
B. Jordan.
Yeah, there was some competition with Zootopia, Avatar, F1, all these crazy good top tier movies. They got something. You know, the black man wins yesterday, but we'll see about the Oscars.
Okay, well, see, these awards, a lot of black people always feel like they get cheated out of these awards.
Got to work 2 times harder, man.
You know, so for Michael B. Jordan and the director of Sinners to win something, at least they came away with something.
Oh, yeah. And Tiana Taylor won something last night.
Tiana Taylor, I did see that.
She got her supporting role in One Battle After Another. That was a good movie.
Okay.
I recommend it. Go watch that movie. That's a good movie. She was very good.
Didn't she just break up with her new boyfriend or something like that?
Something like that. She with somebody now.
She with a new person? A new person?
I think she with, I forget his name.
I know she was dealing with the basketball player. Then she didn't
with him no more.
Then there was a new guy that she was with.
Yeah.
Now, then I saw something where that didn't work out.
I don't know if it didn't work out or not, but I know what he looked like. I forgot his name, man.
I can't keep up with all of this.
I can't either, man. You know, I gotta come in better prepared for
also,
that one.
with all of the stuff that's circling around Stephon Diggs.
Oh, man, I don't know.
New England won.
He got to play last night.
He got to play.
You know what that is, though. Robert Kraft or whoever is his owner. Got that pushed back till after the Super Bowl just in case they make it that far.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Power.
I didn't think he was going to be able to play with all those accusations.
They don't usually let people,
right?
Especially if you black.
NFL,
they don't really
not
care.
for long. Yeah, they won't. If you break the law, you're usually out of the league.
No, sometimes.
Depending on who you are and the owner.
If you like Antonio Brown and you embarrass the league, then you out. But if you like Rashee Rice on the Chiefs, he you know what I'm saying, he was in some crazy accident last year, killing somebody. I don't know if it killed somebody, but it put somebody in harm's way. He's still able to play after a 6-game suspension. It's a little weird. They don't really care about stuff like that in the NFL. They just kind of brush it off and say, hey, you make us money, like, go ahead and go play.
Well, the thing is, I was just shocked that with those accusations that he was able to play.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was looking bad for him, but he played.
It looked rough. And then his brother got cut the same day.
And his brother played for the Packers.
He didn't even play. He didn't play not one snap last week.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't familiar with the schemes.
Man, I mean, it can't be that different, I feel like.
Well, like I said, you one out of place moving, and it's a touchdown in the playoffs.
Yeah, they didn't want to risk it.
They didn't want to risk it, right? Because if they would have stuck him in, they knew he would have got targeted.
Oh, yeah, badly.
Because he just got there. So it's just not just defending somebody. It's a whole scheme.
Right.
Yeah, so.
No, I don't know, man. The Stephon Diggs stuff, I'm praying for him. Hope all that stuff is, false, but it's looking bad for him, man, especially if they bring it back up or something.
Well, it's a court. I guess are they going to wait to see what the judges say in the courts, or if it make it through the courts a certain way? I don't know.
They got to wait till after the Super Bowl now. All his arraignment is after.
Yeah, that's what they said. They put it off to after the Super Bowl.
Mid-February, that's when it start. We'll see.
Well, look, thank you for that pop culture report.
Of course, that was fun.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to open up the lines. Stay locked in.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
Regroup, rethink, and reshape, and get on the front lines. It's only to your benefit. I always tell people, you helping the overall ideal of a better community, it actually helps you out. It helps you out. It helps your family out. It's time. Do not bring that reactionary attitude into the new year. This is the best time to start fresh. This is the plot. They plot this out, and it's been going on for years. This is normal. This is the way it is. This is where we are right now. It's all buddy-buddy. And if you're not a part of the friend situation, you're not getting in. They don't want nobody getting in and seeing where the messy. That's why I'll never get in. Because they know I'm not going to play around about my community. They know I'm not going to sit in no meetings and see y'all shucking and jiving and sniggling and giggling and not say nothing about it. I'm going to tell you to shut up.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
Dear employer,
my name is Phil Martin.
My name is Michael Raskovich.
Ronaldo Bird.
Zach Deiser. I am writing to express my excitement at the opportunity to join your team.
As someone on the spectrum,
I possess a unique set of skills
that sets me apart from other candidates.
My detail-oriented nature allows me to communicate complex ideas,
to break down data,
to have no fear in meeting new people.
I may communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
Structure, routine,
and clear expectation.
Help me do my best work.
My autism allows me to have a perspective that needs to be seen and heard.
It allows me to make the world safer and improve systems in ways others can't.
It allows me to bring people's inner worlds to life with my artwork.
My autism
will bring your team important insights.
Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269BL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Have black conscious up in here. I had to spray some Lysol in the air to get rid of all the germs. So Sean said, why didn't I have some honey in here? He said, bruh, Tory, why not be a step ahead of the game of being facetious and be a good sport by making sure you brought a jar of honey on today for the Bears fan. Had a jar of honey waiting for Black Conscious. But I got my question of the day is easy. This was a question of the day that was going to be, I have to make this the question of the day since we coming off a loss. Should we fire Matt LaFleur? That's the question of the day. Should Matt LaFleur be fired? 833-212-1017. I don't know. Like, if the kicker makes his kicks, we don't have these Bear fans outside the window today. But, you know, the game is the game. The outcome is the outcome. And salute to the Chicago Bears. But what is the next step for the Packers? 833-212-1017. While y'all figure that out, make a poll question in the chat. Should Matt LaFleur be fired? Yes or no? That is the question of the day right here on the Tory Lowe Show. Once again, I say it's like right before Mike Holmgren came, Lindy Infante was the Packers coach, the football coach, and we like Lindy Infante. He was a nice guy. But did he have enough juice to get us over the top? I don't know. He got replaced by Mike Holmgren that had a little bit more aggressive approach. But is Matt LaFleur too nice of a guy? You know what I mean? You seen what happened with the handshake at the end of the game. He kind of ghosty, kind of smacked hands and kind of kept it going. But I think Matt LaFleur did that to him too. They showed where a situation when the Packers beat the Chicago Bears where Matt LaFleur kind of smacked his hand and kept going too. So I guess you reap what you sow, I guess. Some people would say that.
Do you care about the handshakes at the end of the game?
I think it's sportsmanship. I think it says a lot about how people feel about each other. Sometimes when they have a nice talk and you can tell if they have respect for each other, they'll shake hands, they'll talk for a second, they'll keep it moving, they'll pat each other. But when they do that weird handshake, that means they do not like each other. They was just doing the handshake because that's the formality. And I guess LaFleur did it to him, so I guess he kind of ghosted him with the handshake this time around. Hey, should Matt LaFleur be fired as the Green Bay Packers head coach? That is the question of the day. But I want to head over to Georgia. There's a situation in Georgia that made me raise my eyebrows over the weekend. I can't believe this. I couldn't believe this story. If y'all watching this broadcast live, I can't wait till y'all hear this one. 2 Georgia inmates
They got convicted in a nationwide phone scam targeting jury duty victims. Like, these inmates from behind bars did a phone scam scheme behind bars. I thought they got the phone where they tell people that they only got so many minutes left to talk. So they couldn't have been on the regular jail phone where the inmates call. So, I mean, this is interesting how they was able to scam. They was targeting jury duty victims. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, I wonder how this happened. Let's listen.
Inmates at Calhoun State Prison are now convicted felons again. A federal jury found Joey Jackson and Lance Riddle guilty of running a nationwide cell phone scam from behind bars. They threatened citizens with arrest for missing jury duty, demanding payments, and disturbingly, some female victims were coerced into sending personal photos, leading to violent threats. The scheme stole over $464,000 from hundreds of victims, and they now face decades in federal prison.
Okay, how did they get a cell phone to send pictures? Like, they went so hard on the jury, the numbers, that they was even coercing people out to send, like, compromising photos from jail. It had to be more people with this operation to get it that far. Somebody else got some money because they said $400 and some $1,000 in the scam. They had to be using, like, the phones from the staff.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, I mean, if you scamming somebody, and if you using a regular phone, how they don't hear you got 1 minute left on the call?
Are you getting scammed under 5 minutes, Tory?
Can you get scammed in under 5 minutes? I don't know.
1,000% yes.
You think so?
I think so. It's a sucker born every day.
Well, these are supposed to be jury, people that was on the jury list. But I don't understand. Okay, you getting scammed, but are you going to send a new photo, a compromising photo of yourself?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, that's wild to me.
Like, money makes sense. The compromising photo makes no sense.
What I'm saying is, how do you do that? Do you be like, okay, you missed jury duty, send me that thong. I mean, how do you go from missing jury duty to paying a fine to compromising pictures? Like,
what is going on in Georgia, man?
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, that don't sound right. That don't sound right. And who allowed them? This must have been like some people that had privileges. Only way this could have happened if they had some kind of privilege where they wasn't using the regular phones. They was using phones, and it seems like they had access to cell phones. So I'm wondering, was the COs in on this? Getting a little piece of the pie.
More than pie.
Well, yeah, they got more than pie. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it moving. Somebody said, trust me, it's not just Georgia. Okay, so how do you allow this to happen inside the facility with that many people, jury people, 100 jury, people on the jury getting scammed? So that means they had access to numbers. They could have been working in a program within the jail to call jury members and found out that they can probably get some money out of them or threaten them with a fine. And once again, over $400,000 in the process of this is how many people that they scam, how much money that they didn't scam from these people. Haddam Boy says they be on Facebook Live from prison. You know what? I did start seeing inmates with a Facebook Live, like showing their Nike, like they showing how they dress in there. You know what I mean? Like, And somebody, I read a comment where they was like, they trying to make going to jail look cool. Like these young people, these NBA young boy crash out, YKs. I guess Kyle calling them YKs now. That they are trying to make this lifestyle of going to jail like, hey, you can come to jail. It's like, it's cool. You can wear some Nikes. You can get dressed. Come to jail. Keep committing crimes.
I was seeing that a lot during the pandemic, Tory.
What, jail photos?
A lot of jail video from during the pandemic.
I also saw that it was a website in the women's jail where women were telling men to write them. You know
Pen
what
pals.
I mean? Pen pals and things like that. And they were, it's like they had a cell phone inside the jail. If somebody know what's going on with the social media in jail, and have some states allowed social media for people in jail to be on social media, this is what it seems like to me. They're starting to let people talk to their loved ones through social media. If anybody know what's going on with the inmates in social media, because I don't think Milwaukee is doing that. I don't think the state of Wisconsin allows you to do that. No, they don't. I know they don't because they have to pay to use the phone and to use any device. Like the text message, it costs so much money here in the state of Wisconsin. So, no, I know it's not going on here. You got to pay for that. But I do see people looking for love and inmates in a space where they can reach out to the community. White Widow in the chat says, did anyone notice the thousands in their jail canteen? Did anyone notice the thousands in their jail canteen? Where was the beans deposited to? Where was the beans deposited to? Okay, this is what I'm saying. If they was scamming the money, like White Widow said, it had to go somewhere.
Venmo?
PayPal? You think that they have PayPal or Venmo? Oh, this is what I read, that they was telling them to get these green cards and put money on these, not green cards, but these money cards where you can store money on the cards and give them the Social Security number from the card. So they would take the Social Security number off the prepaid debit card. I don't even see how they let it get that far. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, I want to go over to Minnesota. There's a story coming out about ICE again. Once again, that was a big deal, what happened with the woman shot by the ICE agent. And now we're seeing that the whole situation is taking a political twist. But I told you that was going to happen. When we come back, we'll talk about it. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
This is my first time calling in, but I listen to you all the time, and I appreciate you and Elizabeth Brown and everything you stand for and everything that you do. So I want to say thank you so much for being you.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017.
Hey, man, this station is on fire the last couple days.
Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law offices make our community a better place.
They are the best.
For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law offices.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together.
No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you can save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer. To help your business thrive, skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person. Complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What up? You know what it is? What it do? Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Lowe. I see you working, putting in them hours. You on your grizzy, I see you grinding, man. You should be getting paid by the minute. You don't stop working. I know, and it's paying up. I see you, boy, looking good, looking good. Let's go, team. Happy New Year. Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hundreds protest in Milwaukee following Minneapolis shooting during ICE operations. Once again, a lot of people went out to protest their disagreement with ICE and what they're doing right now. And there's two stories I want to cover. I want to cover the one in Milwaukee because there was a protest here. And I also want to cover a story where Democrats are asking followers to die fighting ICE. I mean, they want y'all to get out there. Some of these politicians that's on Capitol Hill, they not coming out to die on the front lines. They trying to get I guess they voter base to get out here and do some things that I wouldn't even advise for them to do. But we got the protests in Milwaukee following the shooting during the ICE operation. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
From speeches,
The U.S. government has claimed another life.
to marching. Hundreds gathering at Cathedral Square upset following the shooting of Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis earlier this week during an immigration and customs enforcement operation.
You won't forget Renee Good.
The protest, organized by the Party for Socialism and Liberation, made up of people like Erica.
We're here to rise up with the whole country who stands on the side of justice, who knows this is wrong.
It's part of a wave of demonstrations across the country, organizers calling the shooting a cold-blooded murder and blasting what they describe as racist mass deportations.
It is meant to sow terror in communities. It's meant to punish people for standing with immigrants, and it's meant to discourage people from assembling.
Protesters marching through downtown tonight, hoping to call attention to the case.
We unite with hundreds of thousands of people all across the country who are rising up to demand justice for Renee Nicole Good.
But federal officials are offering a different account, saying Good tried to run over law enforcement officers and that the agent who shot her, Jonathan Ross, acted in self-defense, labeling Good as a domestic terrorist. On Friday, President Donald Trump calling her a professional troublemaker.
There was a woman screaming, shame, 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 shame. She was a
agitator, probably a paid agitator, but in my opinion, she was an agitator, a very high-level agitator, so professional.
It's a confrontation playing out in the streets and now from the highest office in the land. In Milwaukee, Mike Biermeister, TMJ4.
Hey, look, and you got a right to protest in America no matter what nobody thinks. But y'all got to give distance to a lot of these agents, because when you approach them and get close to them, it could just turn gray. And like I said, I always tell people, don't get in the space where they could just walk up on you and grab you because you too close. I'm seeing that people are getting a high blood pressure over this, and they're overstepping their boundaries that where they can be charged with obstruction, where they could be charged with interfering with the investigation. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. You can protest, you can be not happy with what's going on, but once you cross a certain distance, you can end up like the woman in Minnesota. I mean, it's just not the best space to be. That's all I'm going to say. And now there's messaging that they're saying that the Democrats, now this is the messaging that they're saying is being put out there allegedly, that Democrats are asking followers to die fighting ICE. We got some audio on this, some video on this. I want to hear this. Let's listen.
Axios story that made my jaw drop a couple of months ago, and it's sort of come back online on the Twitter world. And this is what they wrote. They talked to Democrats who were talking to their constituents, and they were telling them to get shot for the anti-Trump resistance. This is what one of those House Democrats told Axios. Some of them have suggested what we really need to do is be willing to get shot when visiting ICE facilities or federal agencies. Wow. And then goes on to say, our own base is telling us that what we're doing is not enough. There needs to be blood to grab the attention of the press and the public. That's coming from House Democrats. That's what they're hearing from their constituents.
I'm glad you brought this up, Aisha, because this is what they want to happen. They want confrontation, they want conflict, and they want to create situations where awful things like this could happen. Again, my argument here would be just what you said. If you want to protest ICE, if you want to march down the streets and you want to say this shouldn't be happening here, go vote in 2026, go vote in 2028. We had an election in 2024. President Trump ran on just this, and he won the popular vote. He won every swing state, all 7 of them. The American public said, we want President Trump to do this. We want Tom Homan, Kristi Noem. Okay, if you disagree, go out and advocate against it. But do not create these situations where you are making it more dangerous for everyone. Why in the world would you be showing up at the sites of ICE investigations and ICE arrests and trying to create these situations? I think it's unfortunate. They want people to get shot. They wanted Renee Good to
All right. Well, what I'm saying is I've been an advocate for years, and I was never for it. I was never for that front, that face-to-face, standing in front of police. They got the shield with the Billy Club, and you standing there with a sign. Like, right there, you lost. Like, you don't have the power to win. So they want that. When it's political, they want you to sacrifice yourself. And a lot of people out there that's protesting, they ain't got the money to fight. They ain't got the money to fight against what they're doing. And then soon as they become a victim or scream Bloody Mary, they got to pay for their own attorneys. Like, only the top tier organizers get the attorneys from the organizations that they represent. Those are the only ones that are going to get a lawyer. You are the sheep. You will be sacrificed, and all of the rest is going to come out your pocket. And the only reason I know that because when I was dealing with Black Lives Matter, I had so many families call me because they needed a representation from those protests, and no lawyer came to bail them out. And they were marching out there for what they believed in. And a couple of them got in so much trouble, it ruined their college. They were in college. It ruined their college careers. And a couple of them committed suicide because they was going to court. They was facing charges. In court, when they get you in that court cycle, you can't go back to college. you gotta stay there to figure it all out. So a lot of people don't look at that. I say if you go and protest, stay in the back, especially if you're black. If you're a black person and you want to join a protest, stay all the way in the back. I ain't saying nothing, but don't be close to the front. A lot of y'all want to be up in the front to be on the news and have the bullhorn and have that picture. Look what I'm doing. I'm fighting for rights. No, you're being sheeped by political engines that you have no idea of. And we should have learned from Black Lives Matter because they took the money and bought houses in Calabasas. The ones that was going to get the protection, they was sitting back in Calabasas. While a lot of these young people sacrificed their freedom and couldn't even pay the tickets, the fines. All I'm saying is you have every right to protest, no matter what side you on. Stand down, though. Let the people with the money who got the support go to jail. Let the people who run those organizations that's trying to egg y'all on, the organizers, let them go to jail because they have a built-in attorney. You don't. All right, I just dropped the gem for you. So when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
There, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers lose another heartbreaker against their division rivals, the Chicago Bears. Packers lost 31-27 in the wild card, while being up 21-3 at one point. Head coach Matt LaFleur was asked if he wants to be the coach moving forward.
I love this place. I love the people. I love our players, the locker room, everybody in our organization. I mean, this is a unique place.
Packers offseason begins now as the Bears move on to host the Los Angeles Rams in the divisional round. The Milwaukee Bucks lose to the Nuggets 108-104 without Nikola Jokic. Doc Rivers after the game.
Think about the layups we miss. I mean, Scoot misses a point-blank layup. Kuz misses a point-blank layup. Those are all in the last 4 minutes.
The next game is tomorrow against the Timberwolves. Badger basketball beats number 2 Michigan in Ann Arbor this weekend, causing shock throughout the national standings. The next game is tomorrow against Minnesota. This Sports of the Day brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It could have been me in the pen. It could have been me in the pen. Could have been me. Dead in a coffin. Could have been me. Dead in a coffin. Tell me why it wasn't me. Tell me why it wasn't me. Tell me why it wasn't me.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Free Monday. Free money. A man in Milwaukee is hiding cash. I guess he's not handing it out. He's hiding the cash around Milwaukee, and people are finding the cash. We got some video on this. This is a good story. This is a good feel-good story. He talks about why he's doing this. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
There's a guy giving away free money in Milwaukee every week. Seriously. And there's no catch. It's called Find the Cash MKE. This guy will take cash and hide it somewhere in the Milwaukee area. He takes a video of him doing it, posts it to social media, and then waits for people to find it. He's given out almost $3,000 since starting this in 2025. And so I just had to meet this guy to figure out, why does he do it? If you're thinking this guy is rich, we aren't going to that kind of neighborhood. Nice to meet you, Benjamin. James, pleasure.
People call me Ben, and people know me as Find the Cash.
Well, what's your overall goal? Like, why do you want to do this?
I'm in a position a little bit to help in my way, so I try to, show love, try to give back to the community.
Well, why not donate it to a nonprofit or something like that?
What I'm doing is an easy cash. Right there, like a day, if you want something, if I post it, if you have to guess it, you get the money real quick without no signing a document or none of that.
He'll often hide $50 or $100. You got a wife and a kid. What did they think about you doing this?
Yeah, my wife is in support of everything I'm doing because we come from the same ground. So she likes to give back too.
Now that it's colder outside, he's changed from find the cash to guess the cash.
I'm going to post it today. And say, guess how much is in this coin. And I tell them to send their cash app, then I send the money to them.
People are going to be wondering because you're just handing out money. What do you do for work?
Yeah, it's not that I got some money like that to throw around. It's just I have to show love. And I have a job. I do my day-to-day job too. But I have a business, which is a vending machine business. And I sell cars too back home to Africa.
How long are you going to be doing this for?
Man, I'm still doing this as long as people in my community are happy with what I'm doing. I'm still doing it for a long time.
Really, when it comes down to it, the dude's just got a big heart and big love for Milwaukee. So what do you want people to know?
I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you so much.
There you go.
All right. Look, I seen a guy do this a long time ago in another state, but I guess he's bringing this concept to Milwaukee. Salute to this man. They say now he's playing Guess the Cash. And, if you guess the right cash number, then he'll hit you up. But now you got to trust that he's being honest with what he's doing, So, like I said, it is what it is. Salute. Minister Kevin brought this up. I think some of these churches need to hide some cash somewhere and do this because, this is, they took enough money out of the community since I've been born. So like I said, this is a great way to just give a few dollars to people and, boost your followers on social media as well, because now people are watching your social media just to make sure that they know when you're going to do your next post. So that's a great idea, just to help people in whatever way that, people can. Kind of like the lottery, whoever get it first. So salute. I can't even, I'm not going to even go against it because there's so many people that didn't took money and gave back the money. And speaking of people who out here taking money, it's a man in Nashville. I want to talk about this man in Nashville accused of stealing millions from women across Tennessee. When I saw this story, when Andrew brought me the story and I looked at it, I was wondering, how can you meet somebody and then they fall in love and they give you $300,000? I must be falling in love with the wrong people. I mean, I'd be lucky to get a chicken sandwich. But I guess they caught up to him. All the women are starting to file reports. If you watch this broadcast live, we got a man in Nashville accused of stealing millions of dollars from women across Tennessee. If you're watching this broadcast live, we got video. Let's listen.
A woman in Nashville filed a lawsuit against Danielle Raynell Martin after she put more than $300,000 in personal cash and credit based on what she says were false representations. The judge ultimately ruled Martin to pay more than $1 million. According to multiple women who spoke to News 2, they describe a similar pattern, saying Martin would get close with them and then ask to start a business, later telling them to just trust me, I know what I'm doing, and later warn them what goes around comes around. News 2 spoke with Jessica Reynolds, who says she entered into both a personal and professional relationship with Martin, one she says ended with staggering financial consequences.
He had me in like $2 million in debt at the time.
Reynolds says over a span of 5 years, Martin persuaded her to purchase 8 properties, all in her name. He promised repayment and profitable home renovations. She says neither came to pass.
I'm a real estate agent. I know that I'm a smart woman. You question, how do you let this happen to you? It's an embarrassing thing.
Reynolds is not alone. News 2 found court documents show Martin has been indicted by grand juries in at least 3 different Tennessee counties: Franklin, Moore, and Marshall. All separate cases. In Franklin County, a 2024 grand jury indictment alleges Martin unlawfully obtained between $60,000 to $250,000 in U.S. currency from an elderly woman. In Moore County, a separate indictment accuses Martin of theft involving construction-related materials valued between $10,000 and $60,000. And in Marshall County, a grand jury returned multiple felony counts alleging the fraudulent use of a credit card or debit card, transactions totaling between $2,500 and $10,000.
It's a lot of money. I've worked my butt off since I was 15 years old. I've juggled 2 and 3 jobs. I lost my retirement plan because of him.
Reynolds says he is free, still out there, worried another woman is going to have to go through the pain she did.
When does it stop? He's still out preying on women now.
Wow. And when you report fraud, they don't get you right away. They may write you up and you got to go to court and whatever. But like I said, she said he's still out there scamming women. He found a soft spot with a certain group of women that got $300,000 laying around.
And we were talking about how good he looks versus not, and it's like, I have his picture up here, Tory. This is not the face of a man that should scam you out of $300,000.
Right, he got the green eyes, like the different color eyes, like Benjamin. He got those kind of eyes, and he got that big beard. But what I'm saying is, I think he's targeting certain women, and he's springing them. He got these women sprung, I guess. But once again, be careful when but it's a lot of people during tax time that get scammed. How many people come to these women and ask them, let me get some of that tax money and let me flip it, and then never get the return on the tax money? It's about, when February comes, a lot of people get tricked out of their funds around February because they didn't got sprung. Somebody didn't, got in their mind. She said she was in a relationship and a professional relationship, so he took advantage. And then they said it was an older woman, elder woman that he took for $60,000. So was he messing around with her too? Wow. Them scammers will go all the way. Them scammers will do anything for that cash. Y'all got to be careful. Anytime somebody put urgency on stuff, they scamming. You got to do it right now. We got to make this happen. If you let me get $300,000, I'm gonna flip it for us. That's your retirement right there. Hey, be careful. Be careful. Not really a city girl says, I'm so thankful for having sound advice from my grandfather, father, and uncles. Hey, sometimes when they whip you, they put that whip appeal on you. You can't think straight. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. We got Al. Let's take Al before we run the break. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing fine. What I was going to tell the women, first of all, you got to stop falling for that. Mm-hmm. You get your emotions involved. Treat them like tricks and send them to the shelter. If they have nowhere to go, let them sleep on the porch or drop them off at the church and they can sleep on the chairs. Get them in, get them out. Once you have that orgasm, they got to go. They got to take their drawers with them, too. They can't flip nothing. If they don't have nothing before you, they ain't going to have nothing after you. Treat them like a trick. Use them before they use you. That is the problem. If you keep your heat on 80, let them sit outside when it's 80 below, because they got to learn how to get it on their own, and they can't get it off of you. And if the family won't take them, then you already know they ain't no good. Treat them like tricks. Send them to the shelter. Bye-bye.
All right. Hey, like I said, when cuddle season comes, like toward October, we call it cuddle season because people try to find somebody to cuddle up with all wintertime, and then after Valentine's Day and after the tax money gone, they gone. Let's get Kathy on the lines. Kathy.
How y'all doing for the new year?
How you doing? Happy New Year, Kathy.
Yeah, I got some money. Somebody want to scare me? I'm going to tell you something about scamming people. You try to get the older ones that got a little money. Some people cash their life insurance in. They cash their banks in. They dividends in for relationships. So he had to have a relationship with them first. When I hear scams like that, let's call it foolish money. I ain't got $65,000 to give away unless I gave it away and I can afford to, okay? Now, if you're selling your home and all that for some love, you need to see a psychiatrist and maybe go to some kind of a home. Somebody can monitor your money. But I don't feel sorry for the people. I just wish I could find somebody to scam me. So, I can scam them, but see, that's not my lifestyle. You find these women, they find around all these ball players, okay? You know why? Because you want the big wallet like the Kardashians. Why waste time with peon? But there's nothing wrong with scamming people. You did it legally. They gave you the money. They didn't want to go around here telling somebody what somebody did to them. They promised you this. You can look not just on CCAP in different locations where people are from, asking for some identification, look up their license plate. Well, why are you giving somebody some money? You're coming in together for a relationship. Now, that real estate woman, she's sitting there acting like she knew everything. Well, why are you giving someone your money? Have you heard a woman taking a man's money lately? Have you heard of that? Correct. Have you heard of a woman taking a man's money?
Well, they do. I see it on social media all the time.
Oh, yeah, they do. They do sometimes. Right. Dr. Phil bought somebody. You're right. But somebody giving somebody, you got $65,000 to $300,000 to give somebody, that was meant to give away anyway, because you saved it, accumulated, got it through some kind of wealth, or somebody left you an insurance policy, somebody died, or you took off your 401k. You could afford to give it away because you did. I mean, why should I feel sorry for you? That don't make any sense. There's no feeling sorry for anybody. I just wish I would have got in on it.
Hey.
It's the truth, Corey. You can't feel sorry for these people. That's a fool and it's money. I mean, I hear people all the time on talk shows and the police saying, well, they got these people and scammers on here like that. Now, the tax thing is another thing. I think we should pass out flyers, putting a check cashing places, letting people know. Don't just have anybody doing your taxes. You got your kids and all these Social Security information there. Let's go pay a company to do your taxes, hopefully be a little bit better. The IRS said, let's go to their sites. They have outside sites where people want money quick and fast. Quick and fast money is not really very good money, okay? I worked for years. I had my money saved up, okay? I bought property. I had my money saved up. I'm going to tell you what a guy told me one time. He said, I can manage your property for you. I said, could you look at me real good? He said, why? I said, look at me real good. Now, if I had this property for over 15, 20 years, how in the hell would you manage mine?
He trying to manage you.
He didn't try. He was talking about it.
Okay, because he's about to come over your house and have a hottie-toddy.
Yeah, well, the hottie-totty wouldn't have never worked out, because if you ain't got what I got, we ain't going to talk about it nowhere. You got to have more than what Kathy got. Otherwise, I'll just do what I got to do by myself.
You're trying to get in a relationship. All right, Kathy. Hey, I appreciate you for tapping in. Hey, he saw something that he wanted to, get close to. He was about to get close to you. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Where's that same devastation? Where's that same anger? Where's that same hurt for other American citizens who lost their lives to guns? When we talk about the loss of life here in America, if all lives matter, y'all got to start acting like all lives matter. I feel bad for any loss of life because it's not fair and it's not right for anybody to take somebody's life. That's not what we're put on this earth to do. I hate the fact that in this country that we live in, that violence is so rampant. Violence is the norm.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
Here's to a Wisconsin winter you will always remember. To playing outdoors in a winter wonderland. Here's to cozying up around the fire and holding someone close. And to staying downtown, where the food scene makes your heart sing. And to celebrating moments frozen in time. Here's to those who Wisconsin. Plan your winter getaway at travelwisconsin.com. Sponsored by Travel Wisconsin.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
We out here fighting for the people. I can make a sequel. All these murders is getting lethal. water drought. They tryna wipe us out.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We've been talking about the grocery stores in the community closing down. We living in food deserts where we don't have immediate access to healthy foods. And now Arby's. A lot of people are finding out that a local Arby's store has closed over the weekend. And there was a store on Sherman Park, too, Sherman Park Grocery, that they said that they had to close their doors. Many times when we talk about stores that are giving fresh produce in our communities, when they close down, it even makes an even bigger, larger food desert where, you know, people have to resort to eating junk foods and unhealthy foods and having high situations where they got diabetes and all these other things that harm the body when you don't eat healthy. So another food store has closed. We got video. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Right, Rhea, the older woman who represents this district says the closure of this store could create a food desert and leaves the area without a major chain grocery store.
I come once or twice a week. This is a quick stop shop for me.
Shoppers at Aldi at Sherman and Hopkins Friday greeted with a sign on the door announcing it'll close Sunday.
I was like, oh no. Wow, what are we gonna do?
The store, a steady option for people who live in the area. How far will you have to go when this one closes?
Oh, about 15 or 20 minutes away.
Yeah, we have to go all the way over, either the east side or Brown Deer.
Many shoppers walking to and from the grocery.
A lot of the people in this area probably do not have vehicles to travel, so having something in walking distance is very important.
It's devastating to that neighborhood. I don't have any major grocery store chain in my district anymore.
The Aldi is in Alderwoman Andrea Pratt's district.
The Pick and Save that closed was near my district, but it was the one that people in my district went to. We've already been hit by 2 Walgreens closures and a CVS closure in the district.
Sherman Park Grocery is 2 miles from the Aldi, and just this week, the owner told 12 News he's on the brink of closing.
Even if our store, God forbid, closes, the need goes nowhere.
Which would widen the North Side's food desert, which is defined by the USDA as an area where a significant number of residents live more than a mile from a major store. Pratt says Aldi's closure is a gut punch.
They leave so abruptly, with no plan of what happens after they go and they leave this hole in this neighborhood.
Wow. And
right, Kendall, you tried to reach Aldi today.
That's okay, Andrew. We good.
Right.
We get the idea, because if they close, they already closed already. You know, they closed this weekend. So when we talk about these things, I always say, like, we have to pay attention to this because we need fresh fruits in our neighborhoods. And it's everybody doesn't have a car. Everybody, it's not convenient for them to go 2 miles to get something and, you know, have to pay, you know, Uber or try to Uber somewhere. So that's why it's important to have grocery stores, you know, within certain parameters in certain neighborhoods so people can have access. But I'm seeing that the dialysis centers are popping up all over the place on the north side. And we're not paying attention to that because most of us wait till we need the dialysis center to realize it exists. But that's from diabetes and having to clean your blood and things like that. So it's a huge side effect from having a food desert. That's all I'm saying. And if you're not going to have grocery stores and dialysis centers is popping up all over the place, what's that? Understand what I'm saying? So once again, another grocery store has left the community, Aldi's, and it's Sherman Park Grocery. I don't know if they fully closed, but we were supposed to stop through there and grab some items. I stopped through there and grabbed some items, some vegetables over the weekend. But we got to start trying to support these businesses because once they're gone, nothing really replaces them. And then when any store probably replaces them, it's not a grocery store. It's probably a convenience store, and you could probably get a Coca-Cola and some Cheetos after that. All right, well, I'll keep everybody up to date. I guess it's really just the problem where you're losing 2 stores at one time on the north side, which is increasing the chances of us eating worse. Hey. Also, I want to talk about this apartment collapse. The ceiling collapsed on this apartment near 23rd in Michigan. We got audio on this. If you're listening, let's listen to this before we run the break.
New on 12, a waterfall coming down from the ceiling. That's how one Milwaukee woman is describing a 3-day nightmare inside her apartment building near 23rd and Michigan. The tenant tells us she's had the fire department out to look at the damage and has called her landlord, but isn't getting the help she needs. This is all happening at an apartment building near 23rd and Michigan in Avenues West neighborhood. The renter tells us she put in several maintenance requests before it got this bad, but nobody ever showed up to fix it. She's had to put waste bins under the leak to contain the water. This morning, all that remains is a massive crater in the ceiling.
I came home and I saw the ceiling on the ground. Yeah, just laying there. And I'm like, okay. So then I look up and you see a huge hole in a major waterfall coming down. I don't feel like I should be obligated to stay here. I should be able to break lease.
The building is ran by Barada Properties.
Here we go, another Barada Properties with the ceiling falling in, with the water, people living in third world conditions. I mean, I've been dealing with this for years. I got stories on the news. I'm trying to pull them up that I had to deal with ceilings collapsing in these apartment buildings for years. But it's still happening in 2026. They saying change is coming. They saying it's going to get better. But she got a hole in the ceiling in Barada Properties, the same old song, the same broken record. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. Stay locked in.
Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
Been listening to you guys for probably a month. It's some change now, and this is one of my favorite radio shows. And I'm 24, so like I used to think talk shows was like an old head thing, and y'all got me hooked.
Welcome to Truth Nation. We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017. Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
This is 1017 The Truth, Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel, because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about? What am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's giving me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the 3rd hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And Truth Nation, mark your calendars for Friday, February 20th for the 2nd annual Truth Community Awards hosted by Homer Blow and Bailey Coleman, celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. Tickets are on sale now. Visit 1017thetruth.awards.com to learn more. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks, Gruber, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall. Come celebrate with us Friday, February 20th at the Truth Community Awards hosted by Homer Blow and Bailey Coleman from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Once again at Venue 3 in the 3rd Street Market Hall. Do not miss out on the best community awards event of the year. The best of the year. Front lines. Pow! Hey, look, well, I want to talk about this story because this is a story of a young woman who was pregnant that was unalived. There is a 21-year-old suspect. He appeared in court on the charges. We got some video on this. If you watch this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Thompson versus Cameron Washington.
Sunday morning, 21-year-old Cameron Washington appeared at the Milwaukee County Courthouse. He faces 6 felony charges, including first-degree recklessly endangering safety and arson. The charges connected to the death of 22-year-old Gladys Johnson Ball. Family told investigators she's the mother of his 3-year-old daughter.
Why would you take her life like that, and you knowing she was having a baby by you?
And was pregnant with another child when she was found dead the night of January 5th. According to the criminal complaint, Washington lived with Johnson and her family near 26th and Locust. Police were called to the house for reports of someone with a weapon. Once they arrived, police say they saw a fire on the 2nd floor. While clearing the house, they found Johnson laying unconscious in a bedroom that was on fire. They got her out, but she was pronounced dead on scene. Investigators noted Johnson had bruises all over her body and blood coming from her nose and mouth. The complaint says Johnson's mother told police Washington and Johnson were in the bedroom all day, and she hadn't heard from her daughter. She told investigators Washington wouldn't let family inside the room, and he pointed a gun at them.
He was blocking the door like, no, you got to get in here. I turned around, that's when he pointed the gun at my daughter Kayla.
She said moments later the fire started in the bedroom and Washington ran away. He was later arrested and found with a lighter in his pocket.
Ultimately, this is extremely dangerous and deliberate behavior.
In the courtroom, Washington's bond was set at $100,000, and he faces more than 50 years in prison if convicted on all charges. Court Commissioner Maria Dorsey says that Washington has not yet been charged of a homicide because the medical examiner's report was not ready by the time charges were filed. Washington's next court appearance will be on January 20th.
Well, let me say this, and this is something that happens within the household where domestic violence or something takes place. And I think the mother, that they were living together, her and her mother on her side was living with him and her daughter. So when you see this situation and the fact that he pulled the gun on the family members because they wanted to see where their loved one was, that's the first red flag. First of all, and when you're living with family, it's so many different dynamics depending on how close the family is. First of all, they got to be somewhat close to even be living together. But families always know when something ain't right because they know the patterns of their loved one, you know. And you may be the boyfriend or you may be the person that just got in a relationship, but the family been dealing with this person their whole life. So they know if this singles go off, if this person is not functioning in a certain way because that's unusual. And when they went to check on the girl in the room, because I guess they had a room together and they were in the room all day, that's a red flag. He pulled out the pistol. Talk about you not coming up in here. And so once again, we have a situation where a young woman loses her life, and I heard she was pregnant. Due to whatever the reason is. Now, they haven't charged him due to not having the autopsy report, so they gave him charges, but I'm sure they're going to make adjustments to the charges that they already have. Right now, they're just charging him with something to keep him behind bars, but they're expecting more charges after they can get the report from the medical examiner's office. But she had bruises all on her body. You know, once again, domestic, something going on. And this is why I say every time, and I hope I drive it home this year, a lot of the people that lose their life in the city are familiar with the person. I understand what I'm saying. Milwaukee is not a gang-driven city, like where they got Bloods and Crips or BDs and GDs fighting. These are people that know each other, that get into it, and then somebody loses their life or they're familiar with each other. This is what Milwaukee is. Mental health. Some people, you know, they can't rationalize to walk away. So this is why I say you got to watch the red flags. You know, things usually start out with somebody being, you know, verbally abusive. It starts out that way. Like it, you know, the person just never comes all the way out and just straight abuse, you know. It's always little stuff that leads to abuse, that opens up the door for this. And many times when I tell young people, if you got people around you that's disrespecting you, you got to separate yourself from that, because that can lead to other things that can take place unbeknownst to you, knowing how far they are willing to go, because you don't know how far somebody's willing to go once they start being disrespectful. You don't. That's why you're around them and your guard's down and you're vulnerable, because you don't know. You don't think that they would do the unthinkable. Understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell people is you got to look out for the red flags, and hopefully we can get ahead of a lot of this domestic stuff and we can start separating ourselves ahead of time before something happens. White Widow says she died a prisoner. She was alone, no help. That hurts. And I'll say this. She was with somebody that she was fathering children with. So she's obviously have some type of feelings for this young man. And once again, a situation where she's familiar with the person that did this, and the family, they want justice. They want justice, and they all knew who this person was. A lot of people are not losing their lives from strangers doing this. That's why I say you got to turn your attention inward to your inner circle or the people that you're dealing with, because many times it happens from that space. It happens from people that you're familiar with or you're around, and so you got to keep your awareness inward many times. Keep your head on a swivel for real. Also, there was another situation that was kind of opposite of what happened with this 21-year-old suspect on arson charges. There's an opposite situation where a Good Samaritan rescued a person from a house fire. A little bit more on a positive note. We got video of this. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, let's listen.
Also new at 10 tonight, Stoughton's fire chief says a Good Samaritan saved someone from a burning house fire this morning. Chief Joshua Ripp says the person who called 911 then went to the house and helped a person with a broken leg. The rescued person went to the hospital, but no one else was hurt. Firefighters are still investigating what sparked that fire in Stoughton.
Hey, good job. Good job for the person that Good Samaritan. They didn't even mention the Good Samaritan name. They just said Good Samaritan. They didn't even mention the person's name. But like I said, that incident where the 21-year-old did that to, then you got an incident where a young person or an older person, we don't even know. I guess we don't even know. Saved a life. Saved a life. Guess he didn't want to have his name out there.
You don't do it for the recognition, right?
Well, I don't know if you don't do it for the recognition or not. I just know they didn't say his name. They probably didn't give him an opportunity. But good job. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. Being a help this year, being helpful this year, looking out for the neighbors. He could have just called 911. He could have just, or she, was it a he or a she? They just said Good Samaritan. Well, whoever the Good Samaritan was, they called 911. Then they took action. They helped one of their neighbors with a broken leg out of a house fire. Now, this is why I say we all can learn something from incidents like this, because there are people in the community that are willing to help. There are people in the community that are willing to help, and we got to make sure that we uplift those that are out here on the front lines. I keep telling y'all, stop giving praise to people that are tearing up the community and start flipping your attention to those that are trying to save the community. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have another story. I got another story that I wanted to talk about that's happening right here in the city with the troubling mental health issues of the teens. The data that came out about the mental health of these youth. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You don't want to be there. You don't like the work. You don't like the people. Now, there are some differences. The only difference is modern American slavery and capitalism versus 19th century. We were dramatically more primitive back then. And a slave that is able to buy their freedom is the same as the disaffected, disgruntled worker that is able to buy their way into entrepreneurship, because that for them is freedom.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Williams, and I want to share with you the role that diabetes has had in my family. I lost my grandmother at the early age of 64 due to complications with diabetes. She was warm, generous, and a constant encouragement for me to follow my heart. Did you know that African Americans experience chronic kidney disease at a rate that's 25% higher than white Americans? And we're almost 4 times more likely to develop kidney failure. Diabetes and high blood pressure are leading causes of kidney disease, which can result in kidney failure, needing dialysis, or a kidney transplant. The good news is that you have the power to check out how well your kidneys are doing and learn ways to prevent them from failing. So go to your doctor and get yourself checked out. Visit linkmylovetv.org to learn more. Get the facts, get checked, and get healthy.
Hi, I'm Priscilla Presley. My love for animals began when I was 5 years old. That sparked a lifelong commitment to speak up for animals who can't speak for themselves. Elvis and I supported American Humane Society because your compassion can change a life. American Humane Society strengthens the bond between humans and animals. Please visit AmericanHumane.org to learn more. Thank you.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Rosary, Grandpa had a shotgun. I got both on the dash. Holy steel for the outcome. First body dropped to 16. Ain't talking no COD. I'm talking cold concrete. Chalk art, mom's on her knees. Reputation costs a fee. I paid double for the rush. Now my shadow got a shadow, and they both of them is plush. I don't text threats. I don't at you. I just park at your curb. Let the drum speak in Morse. Every note is a verb. They say smoke is just vapor, but this vapor cut throats. I'm the fog at 5 a.m. I'm the figure in your scope. Walk soft in the trenches, but the footprint still deep. Every step weigh a kilo. Every breath costs a key. So before you press the tweet.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. A Milwaukee nonprofit founder reacts to state's troubling youth mental health data. The state has released data on the mental health of the youth. We got some video on this. Let's listen.
New state data shows rising youth mental health struggles, limited access to care, and a 37% drop in school belonging, hitting Black and LGBT students the hardest. For organizations working directly with families in Milwaukee, this isn't new. It's a daily reality. Shauna Morris Patterson, founder of Faith in Humanity, works with local families to rebuild and restore youth mental health.
It's not so much a medical issue, it's a community issue. You see youth mental health numbers rising, but then you also see community violence and other disparities rising in our community, and it all goes hand in hand.
The report also shows major gaps in care, with the majority of families reporting difficulty getting mental health treatment.
So severe. Children aren't able to focus at school on their schoolwork if their mental health is not together.
The report shows 19% of teens have considered suicide, and 9% have attempted it. Still, most families say getting mental health care is difficult. Shauna says families are trying to support their kids, but the help they need isn't always there.
If you want a child to thrive in their extracurricular or their strength or their hobby, they're going to have a healthy mental health in order to do that.
Now that the data is public, she says lawmakers need to move beyond reports and into action.
Definitely invest in our mental health. We need funding to create these programs and sustain these programs. And we need more people talking about this.
Hey, look, I say that they need to make sure that they keep up with a lot of the kids that got lead poison as well, like with the high lead levels at a young age, and giving them the assistance that they need. I don't even think that there's even programs for kids that have lead poison. I think that they talk about it, they got lead poison, if they check and they see if they got lead poison, but I don't think that they have like classes to say, okay, you've been lead poisoned, your cognitive thinking skills may be lax. I don't even see anything for lead poisoning, even though they know that we have a severe lead poisoned environment right here in the city of Milwaukee. That's why they're changing out all the lead laterals. We had issues with lead paint in the schools. We had issues with lead coming through some of the water systems in the city. Like, all I'm saying is, where is the classes to help with that? Okay, they got high lead levels. Okay, where do we go from here? Where do we monitor the behavior of these children? So what's going on with that? I hate when they talk about mental health and they don't add in the fact that some of these kids have been severely lead poisoned. We have more lead poisoned youth than the kids that was lead poisoned in Flint, Michigan, right here in the city of Milwaukee. That is an actual statistic. So what happened to those kids? We just not going to talk about it, I guess. Where they at? Are these the kids that's running through the red light at 90 miles an hour? These are kids that's acting like it's Grand Theft Auto out here. It's those, did they check these kids' lead levels and gave them some help specifically because they know that lead poison environments have a lot of violent activity in it? Somebody help me out. Where are the statistics on these kids? Because I haven't seen any. But they do know lead poison environments are severely violent. They do know that. So why wouldn't you track the kids with high lead levels and try to have things and places and resources for that? Somebody help me understand. I know it ain't none because I deal with it. I haven't seen a situation yet where they say all the lead poison kids that have been severely lead poisoned, come here. If they're having trouble in school and they've been severely lead poisoned, come here. I see that they try to work with ADHD. They got other ideas that they try to, get parents to go toward for children, but it's never lead poisoning. They just out here floating around today. Most lead poisoned children end up in jail. That's what they say. Due to the violent tendencies of the side effects of lead poison. What you got to say, Andrew?
I was going to say Milwaukee is 13th in the highest risk of lead paint exposure in the country. 13th city.
The 13th city. Out of how many cities? How many cities is there in the United States?
500 on this list.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is we still haven't properly addressed the lead poison situation with the youth in the city. Sometimes when I see a kid going crazy, I be like, I wonder what his lead levels is. That's what I say. Or let's say somebody does something so wild, and I be like, okay, they say there's something wrong with them mentally. I'm like, was they severely lead poisoned? That's what I ask. Let's get them statistics up. Let's see if that is the cause of some of this behavior, because it is factored in there in environments that have lead poison, or where it's severe lead poison. I'll say that. And I keep telling the story that when they had leaded gas, they found out that communities with leaded gas had high violence. So that's why we have unleaded gas right now, because they noticed. And it had a sweet smell. People was walking around smelling the fumes from the lead that was coming out the back of the car had a sweet smell. So they had to get rid of it because people started doing wild stuff. And it was due to the fumes of the leaded gas. So we got to make sure that if that's the case, if they know that these numbers are out there, then what's going on with the kids that have ingested it? I don't know. Hey, I tried to bring a lot of awareness to the lead poison ideas, and like I said, I've never seen the change or the studies, or if it is a study, I don't know about it. But I would love to know in the past decade what happened to every child that had high lead levels. I believe they probably either in the juvenile detention center, most of them, or if they old enough to go to Milwaukee County Jail, I would love to see how many people in the Milwaukee County Jail, some of these young people that came from that era where they had all that problems and issues with lead poisoning going. I would wonder, are they in the Milwaukee County Jail? If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. What are they saying in the chat? Christopher Giles says, just pray for them. We need to pray on the youth. That's what the leaders always say. Let's pray for them. Let's send up some prayers for them. We got Eddie on the lines.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
How you doing, Eddie?
Good day, Tory Lowe. I called a little late today. I was listening to the show, and I got a text about an hour ago that I wanted to share.
You got a text?
With you. I got a text from a friend of mine who's just euphoric. She's thrilled. She's excited. And I want to give a shout-out to White Widow, okay? I know White Widow, quite frankly, hates me. I'm straight, white, heterosexual, conservative. I'm a Republican male. I'm honest. I don't take guff from women, and she hates that about me. But I have to give props, Tory. They're calling them props. I've got to give props.
Here we go.
When I have to. When I have to, Tory. I'm down with that. I'm on fleek. One of my friends' kids, like a lot of people in Milwaukee, fell into drug addiction. And caught a felony as a result of it. And she is an absolutely darling human being. She had 2 children in a row that had passed away suddenly. She was so depressed, she turned to drugs. It cost her a felony. You know, she had to rebuild her life. She got to be a drug counselor and help other people with addictions. She's moved up the ranks. She's got dozens of people underneath her, I believe. She's become everything that somebody who's looking for a pardon should be. She did the hard work. She maintained a household. She took care of her kids. She rebuilt herself from nothing. And this morning,
you need White Widow to help.
White Widow helped out a little bit, had a talk with her, kind of guided her a little bit.
White Widow.
So I'm shouting out to White Widow, even though she has zero tolerance for me. You know what I mean? I gotta thank her for what she did, talking to her. And this girl's ecstatic. She feels like she's born again.
Did you refer her to White Widow, or White Widow was just doing the work? Oh, wow.
We talked one day, and I said, you know, I know you hate me for the sake of hate, okay? But we need to set that aside for just 20 minutes and talk about this girl. And then this girl called White Widow. They had talked, I think, a few times, and she guided her along a little bit. So maybe she didn't do the whole pardon, but she was able to kind of help out a little bit, kind of give the nudge for the ball to roll down the hill, if you may. You know what I mean?
Salute to White Widow.
So she gets points for that. Well, yes, that's what I'm saying. And I just wanted to say that on
White
air.
Widow a dinner at Capitol Grill.
You know what? I would love to take her and Liz to dinner together. And, you know, I'll keep the speaker on. You know what? I'll keep my phone on just to make sure I'm safe. But I'd be happy to take those 2 to dinner.
Here we go.
And, you know, have a 3-hour. Tory, I took you to dinner.
Yeah, but you lost the
with
bet.
Winky Blue. I did lose the bet, but we had a nice time, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, but you still lost the bet. You just had to pay up because Truth Nation was on your head. Truth Nation was like, you lost the bet.
Yeah, but everybody said I was going to welch on that bet, and I didn't welch, right?
You didn't welch on it, but they did come at you.
They did, and then I kept my word, which I always do.
After a little pressure from Truth Nation.
It was you, not me. Today, I know I got to go today. I bought a bunch of groceries. I got to get them into the refrigerator. Bye, Tory. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Eddie. All right, Eddie gave White Widow her flowers. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversations. Salute to White Widow. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time once again to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community at the second annual Truth Community Awards, happening Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 inside the 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee. This award show will honor the unsung heroes who show up, give back, and make a positive impact in our community every single day. We are rolling out the red carpet and showing love to those who truly deserve it. Buy your tickets now by visiting 1017thetruthAwards.com. Tickets are just $20, which includes free food and exclusive Truth giveaways. Join the 1017 The Truth team for an unforgettable night of entertainment, inspiration, and community pride at the second annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 in Milwaukee. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Milwaukee College Prep, Cousin Subs, Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and the Milwaukee Bucks.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress?
Do the wiggles.
Slate's coming. What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
He's just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts, because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. NFL superstar edge rusher Myles Garrett recently added another major accomplishment to his career. In the very last regular season game, he recorded his 23rd quarterback sack, giving him the most sacks in a single season in NFL history.
And there it is, a record that has stood nearly a quarter of a century as a new leader.
Play-by-play audio as heard on CBS and courtesy of CBS and the NFL. Despite still producing at a high level, he's toward the end of his career. And before this past season, Garrett sat down with the Bloomberg Business of Sports to talk about what retirement could look like.
I want to, focus on the things that, I've always loved doing. Photography, maybe being, a wildlife shooter. I've always wanted to work with Nat Geo.
That's probably not the post-career plans you'd expect from someone who makes a career chasing down quarterbacks. But no matter what he does once he's done, we do know one thing for sure. He's going to be an NFL Hall of Famer. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Packers lose another heartbreaker against their division rivals, the Chicago Bears. Packers lost 31-27 in the wild card while being up 21-3 at one point. Head coach Matt LaFleur was asked if he wants to be the coach moving forward.
I love this place. I love the people. I love our players, the locker room, everybody in our organization. This is a unique place.
Packers offseason begins now as the Bears move on to host the Los Angeles Rams in the divisional round. The Milwaukee Bucks lose to the Nuggets 108-104 without Nikola Jokic.
Doc Rivers after the game.
Think about the layups we missed. I mean, Scoot misses a point-blank layup. Kuz misses a point-blank layup. Those are all in the last 4 minutes.
The next game is tomorrow against the Timberwolves. Badger basketball beats number 2 Michigan in Ann Arbor this weekend, causing shock throughout the national standings. The next game is tomorrow against Minnesota. This Sports of the Day brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
So you know I'm a menace, about to hit the block hard, non-stop till we finish. I'm the cure for the crisis, black, bought that and righteous. Let's go for the children. Here I come to save the day. No excuses, ain't no more running away. Here now it's time to eliminate the beast. I'm here to save the day. We grinding to take back the street. Take it back. I'm standing firm, ain't no folding for nothing. We gon' rise up together. Whole city is coming. We the
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. If you're watching as we broadcast live, you're going to see the lovely Elizabeth Brown as we broadcast live on the V-Mix. How you doing, author, advocate Elizabeth Brown?
Hey, salute. Happy Monday.
Liz, they're saying that they released the data for the troubling youth mental health in Milwaukee. And I like I said, did they even try to check on the health, you know, the lead poison that's been going on the last couple decades that they tried to hide at first. And now they releasing data, but you don't see the data on those kids that were severely lead poisoned.
Of course not. You're not going to see it. I was looking, I had sent you something over the weekend too about, you know, again, we always think, you know, it's secluded, that it's in one area, but no, across the board, there's a story about the lead that went on in Baltimore that they knowingly lead poisoned these black kids, low income homes on purpose, took their blood, didn't tell the parents. Again, no, they're not tracking these children. Again, when you think about, especially in the city of Milwaukee, who massively incarcerates black men, women, and children at the highest rates that you ever seen, on top of the supervision that individuals have to pay for being on supervision. The school to prison pipeline is alive and well. They're not going to give you the statistics on that because they don't follow them for that. These private prisons, all of these little rural townships that benefit for us being locked up. Again, we know the side effects is erratic behavior. We know the disabilities, the IEPs, again, that MPS get paid top dollar to handle. Again, no, they're not going to give us the backdrop on how many of the individuals that are currently incarcerated or was recently or was incarcerated in the past who had high lead levels. And the causing of the erotic behavior. The main thing they want to do is just show you. They want to show you the statistics on who's locked up, the news broadcast, you know, the violence. Everybody will talk about it, but nobody is saying the root cause of it. Because to know the cause is to cure the cancer. They don't want the cancer cured because they want to continue to push the same narratives. And at the end of the day, like I said, anything that's bad automatically get the black face. It don't matter what it is, you know. And we seen that with COVID-19. At first, it didn't affect black folks, and then it was severe. That black folks was at a high risk of getting it, and really need to be focused on. Again, no, we're not going to get that data. Nobody is going to take that data because, again, there's too many systems getting paid.
Also, I know you like to cook with herbs. I know you like to add
Absolutely.
that love on the meal. But they saying that we're losing grocery stores. We lost the Artie's and the Sherman Park grocery store is almost out of business. We already got problems with having food deserts, access to fresh fruit that's causing us to eat worse food items and causing us to, have, ideas like diabetes, probably speed up cancers, ideas. When we talk about having a food desert and the grocery stores are closing down, the ones that we do have, why you think that is and what should we do?
It's an agenda. Again, we're talking about in a city that's well-to-do. Look at downtown. They build what they want to build.
Right.
They have what they need to have. They making sure that there's places for individuals that's living downtown to have access to fresh fruit, the Upper East Side and everywhere else. We got to ask ourselves about these, the oncoming council members, this so-called mayor. Why don't we have access? And what are we going to do about it? Again, it's time to clean house for these individuals who act like they care. And the only thing they doing is getting paid to do nothing. The reality of it is things are going to continue to shut down, because when you think about the regentrification that's taking place as well, because again, our property tax right now is higher than the mortgage that we pay.
Wow.
They move us out and move somebody else in. That's the main idea. When things go to closing down, again, we always talk about on your show how the buildings are dilapidated. They're allowed to dilapidate. They are allowed, again, to sit and dilapidate before they won't even allow us a chance to get the building without the red tape, or the houses without the red tape. But they allow it to bring our property value down, so you can have the Barada properties come in and get the player price to buy up all of these things. And again, for those of us who are so-called close to middle class or middle class, when our property taxes and our everything else goes up, we lose the ability to keep our houses, and it keep us locked out. So with that being said, it's an agenda. And these are questions we really need to be asking during this voting season that's upon us, about all of these big individuals who say, oh, we're building Milwaukee. We're trying to bring more people here downtown. And the north side, again, which is the heart of everything else, they're allowing things to close up around us. So it's on us.
Wow.
To make sure that the individuals that are getting paid to build downtown, because that's the only place they build it. But when it comes to, fresh fruit and herbs and stuff like that, King, it's a setup. It's an agenda.
The grocery stores is leaving, but the dialysis centers is going up. And when we come
absolutely.
When we come back, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. All your favorite interviews and best moments live in one place.
We don't feel the same. And I just told them that if they would just do an interview and let our leaders know, because Tory Lowe, Sherry Hughes, Elizabeth Brown, 101.7 The Truth is Milwaukee's Black Talk.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends, if it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Dr. Jasmine Zapata, Chief Medical Officer for Community Health at the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. Every year in the U.S., about 21,000 lung cancer deaths are caused by radon, an odorless, tasteless, and colorless gas. 1 in 10 Wisconsin homes has high levels of radon. Does yours? Call 1-888-LOW-RADON or visit lowradon.org to learn more. Test, fix, save a life.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
At Gruber Law Offices, we've helped tens of thousands of families after a serious accident. Our priority has always been our clients. We're here for you whenever you may need us. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
If you ain't know, I get the pesos. Got a lot of brothers, some of them play bros. They don't wanna say it, but they hate Lowe. They all mad 'cause I got the Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got Elizabeth Brown live on the V-Mix. Elizabeth Brown,
Yes,
the question of the day is, should the Packers fire the head coach? We had Black Conscious come in the studio waving the Chicago Bears flag. Came and threw off the frequency today. Waving the Bears flag in the studio.
Let him live, King. Hey, again, I was just saying, because I mean, if you watch the game, it's really WWE. But at the same time, let the Bears let them live. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at this point, King, if they hadn't won, I mean, the Bears was gonna unalive themselves. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it's like, that toxic ex that don't want to let you go, and they really know that you really finna leave them this time, and so they come they love bomb you with all of these gifts and giving you all the attention, So that's what we did for the Bears. We brought life back. We let Chicago party a little bit, but at the same time, definitely fire the coach.
What is the poll saying, Andrew? I can't see the poll. What is going on with the poll? Should we fire Matt LaFleur?
54% saying no, Tory.
54% says no. What? Hey, they say keep him.
See, come on. Yeah, look, Matt LaFleur, no. He needs to be fired. Absolutely. Because at the end, when we lose to the Bears, the way we were up. That's coaching. We were up. You're telling me in the last, you had the Bears players doing the cha-cha slide, the Tamia. Come on. It's one thing if it was somebody else, but you don't never let your rival spank you like that. Come on, man. No, he's definitely. I've seen coaches fired for less, Tory, is all I'm going to say. Okay?
Well, they did
fire
Ray
coaches
Rose.
Fired for less.
They did fire Ray Rose for less.
I done seen it for less, I'm really in my feelings about this Bears thing because, like I said, we could have lost to anybody but the Dallas, okay? For me. I don't know about nobody else.
If they fire Mike McCarthy, they should fire LaFleur.
Period.
We also
Period.
got 5027 says LaFleur has one more year on his contract. I say don't extend him right away now. Let him have his last year and then see what you want to do with him after all.
See, that's what's wrong with the city of Milwaukee, too. No, fire him now.
Give people one more chance.
Time to go fishing. It's time for him to go fishing. It's time for him to go somewhere else.
Damn.
Again, it's the Bears, people. It's the Chicago turned up. Okay, right now.
Man, I can't even go outside.
You don't never give them
I got
that.
people waiting outside this radio station
That part.
ready to hammer into me because they geeked up.
Tory, I'm all at work. They got their orange and, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, you know, I'm feeling some type of way, you know? Like,
man.
So I'm like, fire him and the rest of the staff, you know? Anybody that came with Matt LaFleur, fire them too, okay? We can't lose to the Bears, Tory.
We just got the defensive coach. I mean, well, what I'll say is this, you know, the kicker had something to do with it too. The kicker missed 7 points worth of field goals that could have contributed to the win. McManus.
I want to know who Love was shooting the ball at. Was it a ghost? Was it a right in the middle of the field? I just want to know.
He brought the Packers back. He couldn't do it all the way at the end. Now, I saw that last drive, I said Aaron Rodgers in his prime wouldn't have never let that go like that. Wow. But I had to calm down.
Hey, Matt LaFleur, you need to lose your job. He definitely need to lose his job. The Bears,
wow, yeah.
You never give your rivals, you never give them that momentum. Tory, we was up. Everybody thought, I mean,
halftime, yeah.
Coaching, okay? That's coaching, absolutely, and he needs to definitely be held accountable. Give him his walking papers. Give him his walking papers.
Well, let me get your final thoughts on the show today. They said 54% saying let him keep his job, Liz.
Hey, God bless the dead. I mean, you know, I guess. But in 2026, for me, if it wasn't working, I'm saying turn it loose. Like, we can't say we want a future, but we keep repeating the past. We can't, you know. So with that being said, it's like this, baby, give me one more chance. They gonna do the exact same thing they did this time, the last time,
Michael
because
Jackson
we
said,
keep giving
baby,
chances.
give me one more chance.
It's checkout time, Tory. All I'm saying, all knew everything. We know what's not working. Can we just, again, stop being comfortable with failure because we're scared to win? I'm a winner. I don't know about nobody else. It hurt. It sickens me, okay? To be in the predicament we in. We have never paid this much money in the city of Milwaukee with nothing to show for it, okay? With nothing to show for it.
Well, I'm sure they got something to show for it. They didn't got their little stuff
Absolutely.
out of it. A lot of these people these lawmakers, they didn't came out like a fat rat. A lot of
you can look at them and tell they eating good. You can look at them and tell they eating good. Okay? Like, they're definitely eating while we tighten our belt notch because we missing meals. Because we paying bills.
While the ceiling falling in on the residents.
The streets collapsing. When we're talking about the children's mental health, they just shut down the one for the kids that's on the grown adults that was on drugs and they was dealing with the mental. They shut that down. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is being shut down and our pockets are being ripped off. Literally. So,
hey, it ain't even got a pocket back there no more. The pocket been ripped off. It ain't nowhere to put the rip on.
Hey, now they requesting a pound of flesh, King. All I'm going to say is, you know, at what point do you get sick and tired of being sick and tired? And again, it means nothing for us to say whatever. If we not about that action, don't nothing else matter. They're going to continue to do what it is that they do. We going to play along to get along. And those of us who who have nothing now will have nothing forever because we sitting around talking about getting one more chance.
Biggie,
No.
give me one more chance.
No. Allow the Titanic to sink. Okay,
Hey.
it's a wrap.
That's why all these
So,
R&B singers. That's why all these R&B singers. They made a whole bunch of songs about giving them one more chance.
Hey, clearly that's Milwaukee's theme song. You know, we just wanna. We in love with the potential. We in love with the letters behind their names, and we have nothing to show for it. Ain't no action. You know, the only thing they showing is they don't give a damn. They're gonna cash their check, and we gonna be left to fend for ourselves as we always do. So, I mean, hey, God bless America and everywhere else.
Well, like I said, you know, this is just the time. This is just the time to remind ourselves we got to be about that action and just get out here and do what we can do, what's within our grasp. And many times when we start doing things like that, all of that piles up to our favor. And many times what we do is sit back and think that somebody's going to have our best interests. And many times we don't understand that their interests didn't derive from our best interest. Their interest came from whoever paid them or whoever is sending them money to be in that space or whoever helped them set them up to be in that space. And many times that's not us.
It's never us. They're never going to put us first until we put us first. Okay? So with that being said, like I said, we got to make the hard decisions because we cutting family members off. We changing lanes when it comes to people, you know, that's up close and personal. But, I mean, again, I'm here for it, whatever that look like.
They're the ones killing folks, you know what I mean? The last couple homicides, hey.
Come on.
Hey.
I'm here for it, King. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, Queen. Well, thank you for...
All right.
Hey, look, the Packers, hopefully they can get a new coach somewhere or get somebody in there that can handle the last 2 quarters of the game. Hey,
that part.
Hopefully.
That part.
Well, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual. We got a lot of work to do, Queen.
Hey, as always, I'm here for it. Let's get it. Salute.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. All right. Salute to everybody that joined the show out there at Radio Lane. Salute to everybody in the chat. Another powerful chat. Eddie gave White Widow her flowers today. She helped somebody that he knew get a pardon. I believe that White Widow is a treasure. Salute to White Widow. Hey, look, it's going to take us in 2026 to snap out of the trance. We got to break the cycle of the repetitiveness of our decision making. We can't bring the last year's decision making into 2026. We got to regroup, rethink, reshape, and get results. Keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go. And look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
Been listening to you guys for probably a month. It's some change now.